beeswax that were still in a jar to share with us. That was really cool. In fact, I might still be over there. That's great. Okay, and so here we've got our glass jars. Glass is great because it's recyclable and reusable. It's one of our preferred containers. This is a 2-ounce jar. However, if you've got volatile oils, like essential oils or something that's infused oil, you would want to use an amber or a blue jar because light has a tendency to help oxygen take up or oxidize your material. Your oils will get oxygenated, and then they go off. And the lids, we've got some beeswax. Now I prefer what are called pills or frills and thrills. And I'll just pass this around. Beeswax. That's what it looks like. And however,
did you grade it? Or you bought it like that?
I bought it like that. There's more over there. I sent Roger out for some because I looked at this. I was like, oh my goodness. Who's going to actually sit here for an hour? This is why I'm really strong, yeah. There we go.
Where did you get the beeswax
So I order my materials, stuff that I don't wildcraft. Let me back up. Stuff that I'll go get myself. I try and locally source through a local beekeeper. And they're at Benjamin Pixie down in my area, Pixie's Honey. Anybody at the local farmer's market, they usually give it to you like this though. And for a workshop, we went ahead and purchased this from one of the local business owners. So there's kind of like that layer, okay, did you get it yourself? Did you get it from your neighbor? Did you get it from a local business owner? On out. Procurement policies, how you buy, says a lot about the medicine you make. And so here we have our castor oil, right? This is what we're going to melt the beeswax in the hot pot. I better turn that on, thinking about it. Keep this on low. Okay, yeah, it's on low. We're good. So the castor oil and the beeswax are over heat. And then we take it off heat to combine it with the infused oil and the essential oils. Today we have essential oil of eucalyptus, lemon, tea tree, and lavender. So, has anybody ever made salve before? Yeah? Have you used the essential oils? Yeah? No? Okay. Essential oils are a volatile compound that is steam distilled from the plant material. And eucalyptus and tea tree both come from, that's not tea tree. Tea tree's from the Melaleuca plant from Equatoria, otherwise known as New Zealand, and Australia. From the Aboriginal people there, the Maori people relied on this as a medicinal plant. Now it's everywhere because it's good for everything. And eucalyptus also grows down there, and koala bears eat it. That's all I know. The main constituent in eucalyptus is eucalyptol. It's like 90% of that constituent and 80 other types of chemicals. And they're antiviral, antifungal, anti-guns. No, but they disinfect things, and they keep you from getting infections. Right? So, antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial.
And the eucalyptus, the koala bear, they always move so slow and everything. It's because they're high. they eat that all day.
People use essential oils. They'll put it on a tissue and they'll smell it to help elevate their mood. Lemon and orange essential oil is one of the most popular essential oils or smells on the planet. People love it. Human animals love this. The thing about lemon and citrus oils in general is that they go off. They're super volatile, so they go off and they get oxidized easily. So don't ever just leave it around with the cap off. Yes, so that's how you, and then lavender. Lavender is my favorite. It is the only essential oil that you can actually directly apply to your skin. And another thing about essential oils is that once you rub them in, within 30 seconds, they're everywhere in your body. They're absorbed percutaneously, which means through the skin, because the molecules are super small. Tiny, which means they're really fast acting. So for first aid, if you're out there in the world and you need to calm somebody down, lavender is your gal. The other thing about lavender is it helps, people put it in their massage oils to relax your muscles. It helps with muscle tension and also mental tension. If you're a little keyed up, do that, some lavender. Chill yourself out. Here we have more beeswax, so that made its way back around. That's good. I have some oil, essential oil informational books. This is more about chemistry of essential oils, and this is about the application. It's a quick read. I highly recommend it, and it's accurate and awesome. Aromatherapy guide for home use. I use it all the time. Here we have our plant-infused material. Today we have cedar leaf. We use the leaf part of the plant, not the bark. And there, of course, cedar is the tree of life. We use all of the parts. We use the bark, the leaf, the root for root basket weaving. Yeah, as a gift from the Creator. And we can create clothes and medicine and canoes. Yeah. Right. How did I do this to myself again? And you'll get a chance to take a look at it and smell it. Did everybody wash their hands before they did this? Okay. And then, so we're going to strain this into here. You can see some's already been strained, but for people who want to get a chance of how to strain it, we'll put this over here and we'll scoop it out with plant material and all, and then we'll let it strain through there. And then over here we have our hot plate. And I brought some cottonwood bud oil. This is cottonwood bud. It's usually harvested in from January to March, ideally in February. You go pick it. The winds come through, knock the branches down, and you pick the buds up off the ground. And some, in other areas like Alaska, the season's going to be later, like March or April. And so a young lady actually harvested this from a friend's house in Alaska in April and brought it out, and you could see the cottonwood buds in there. And as I learned just an hour ago, maybe less, cottonwood bud is an analgesic, it's a painkiller. And so for some, it causes itchiness. And so this batch we're going to make without cottonwood bud oil. The first batch we made was with. So actually, let's take a vote. Who wants cottonwood bud and who's allergic? Anyone here allergic? Uh-oh. So here's how you find out. Does it make the back of your throat tingle?
Do you know what the carrier is for that?
Olive oil.
So that fast?
Yeah, so here's the thing. Your nose is 7 times more sensitive than the most advanced scientific instrumentation, down to parts per billion. Whereas a GCMS, a gas chromatograph mass spectrometer, can only detect to millionth of. So your nose, from thousands and thousands of years of smelling things, can tell you. It'll give you the warning. Your instrument is your body and your sense of smell. It's back in the limbic brain, the oldest part of your brain. Here, you smell it. Take a good noseful. Does it seem all right, or is it? Yeah. What's your physical response? I'm going to pass it around. Do they feel funny? Okay. It might be me because I'm smelling. So that's called your dowsing ability. And it's an inherent instrument that you have in your toolkit for medicine making. Smell. Right? Trust yourself. Trust your smeller. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask for some volunteers. Somebody had some questions about oils earlier, like what are different kinds of oils besides base oils, right? So olive oil is a common base oil that you can infuse your material in. I like it because it's inexpensive and it's usually available. But there's grapeseed oil, there's walnut oil, there's avocado oils that are kind of a nutritional type. Jojoba oil, coconut oil. Coconut oil, though, is solid at room temperature, so it's going to make whatever you make solid at room temperature. Let's see. Anybody else have some oils to throw out there?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, you do have lavender on here. I see it.
No.
So would it be up to 5 ounces or 50 drops?
So lavender's an essential oil. It's what you use to flavor it. Right?
So how many drops?
It depends. So we're going to follow the recipe. I brought the lavender and the tea tree for people who wanted to add those on their own. So I would generally add about 10 drops to yes.
I was taught that the grapeseed oil has the smallest molecular breakdown of the carrier oils. Do you find that there's anything else better?
It's true. The only thing that's more viscous and small is the coconut oil, but it's solid at room temperature.
Doesn't it kind of go rancid? It can go rancid pretty fast because I've noticed that when I've used it, I can smell.
Right. If you're going to use coconut oil, you have to use vitamin D.
Okay.
Also known as tocopherol, which is our preservative. Over here. It's really, really thick. You only need a little bit. Don't let me forget it, because I did last time. I had to go add it in like 1 drop at a time. But hey, we had enough time, so that's okay. So let's begin. I need 2 volunteers, 1 for the castor oil and 1 for the beeswax. We're going to add these 3 and I help with this. You want help? You help? Great. So I'm gonna review you. Take the for us. So we're gonna go over here to the hot plate.
Did you call that Techna something? Is that vitamin
Tocopherol?
E?
Yeah, tocopherol is So we're gonna add the oil first, right?
Yeah.
Liz, are you good at taking those things off? And then once the oil is in there, 2 scoops of these.
How much of the oil do you need?
So we've tripled the batch. So the recipe that you have there has 4 ounces of castor oil. We're going to put 12. So that's 3 of these bottles. Thank you. Here we go.
You want all 3 of these bottles in here?
So 3. Do you want to pour 1? Yeah. All of it. Put it all in there.
Castor oil, a lot of it must be good for your hair too.
Castor oil.
It's good for hair.
I've heard great things about castor oil as far as like a compress. So once you put this chest rub of happiness here, you can put heat on it, like a heating pad, to help it absorb. And what it does is stimulates your adrenal system, so that it breaks up the catarrh, but also will help drain your lymph nodes here and here and here and here. And so something that assists the chest rub, once you put a compress, is 0 will push through it. 2 of them. Coming on the castor oil. Okay, yeah. So go ahead and sprinkle it all around there. Sprinkle it so it doesn't get all lumpy, because we want it to melt.
Crack and burn, and castor oil was recommended for me to rub my
This is a nice size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, very good. Yeah. And this is in a. There we go. drum class over here too. All right, great. Perfect. So these little pellets melt faster.
Does it help with sinus? Like when you rub it, talk to your sinus?
Usually when you're sinus, you've got a sinus, it's this, it's actually built up from here and your ear canal coming. Okay. So, let's see, that's going to take a minute to melt. The next thing we want to do is scoop out the plant material and drain it like that, this way, right? I think that will drain it. Oh, come on over here, yeah. You put your paper down. Oh. No, you don't want to put it there. It's going to get dirty. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate, and then people can come up and try this. I'll probably grab a bigger bowl. We can do it, well, let's do it here. Yeah. All right. So what's covering this strainer is cheesecloth. You can pick it up at any grocery store. So who wants to do what I just did? Who's going to scoop? Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. You first. Yeah, you're going to scoop it. Yeah, and then if we run out there, start in there. There you go. So try one scoop. And, oops, sorry. Ta-da. Great. So since you have two hands, you could actually scoop and, right? Perfect. Just to help let everybody get a chance to do it. Oh, yeah. You're trying to do it all. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Short person. Hand it off, please. Oh, over here. Okay. Oh my gosh, your boots are awesome. Ta-da. Okay. Now I'd say we have a lot of oil.
as we're doing this.
Okay. What she's saying is that you pray as you're doing it. Now, just like when we're making food, we have good thoughts and good intentions for whoever's going to receive this medicine. Maybe it's for your elder, maybe it's for your aunt, maybe it's for somebody that you'd like to get to know. Maybe you're getting your name, or maybe somebody just gave you news. You think about them and the intention, and you always put that into your best thought, because then it continues those good blessings to whoever gets. This part's probably a little more well.
Too excited. It's more full.
You can also put some in here too, since she said it's snowing.
People with allergies can be like, yeah. So I don't know if it has cottonwood in here, but I'm going to go ahead and pass the book around so that you can see some of these resources. I just had some of this swamp tea yesterday because I started to feel cold coming on. That's from the Canal area. Okay. You guys are going to do it all, huh? Excellent. Yes, you can. Although, actually, we were going to combine oils here. So let's just stop for now. And yeah, normally I would scoop from here the amount that I need, but because it's got numbers on it, I can tell that it's got 1 cup in there already. So we're good. That's perfect.
Okay.
Go ahead and have a seat. I'm just going to refer to my recipe because I got a short attention span. I want to make sure we've got 20 ounces of infused herbal oil. So 20 ounces is 2 cups and 2 and 4, 2.5 cups. Okay.
It's a half a cup.
All right, so we're at 1.5 cups. We need 1 more cup, right, of this infused stuff. Look at my super. I'm also good at twisters. So I can tell the difference in the color of the infused oils, which tells me that I'm a little bit introverted. It gets me off my game a bit. This batch is stronger in color than this batch. So every time you make a batch, it's going to be different. You don't want to try and get, you gather from the same area, about the same time of year, and you process it the same way with dry it for a week, and then you put it in the jar in the same spot on the same window, it'll still turn out differently, Which is kind of funny because the scientist in you is like, if I reproduce it exactly, it'll come out exactly the same. No, it won't. That's why it's important to stop, check, and smell. Does this sound right? So in our last one, when we were all done, I took a little sample and I spread it out for Anna Hala, my elder, to smell. And I said, does that smell right? She's like, it needs more lemon. So I added more lemon, then it was perfect. Right? So you always stop and check along the way because, it really sucks when you have a big batch and it goes off somewhere and you're like, I don't know what step I was at. Luckily, this is only a 4-step process, but say you add too much tea tree and you're like, oh, dang. Now I need to take it back, heat it here, and add, and then you have to add in because you can't take out once it's combined liquid. Guess what? So you can, and then you end up with like 5 gallons to give away. I don't. It's never happened to me. Okay, and so here we have our plant material, our friends. And while we're waiting for stuff to, I usually turn on some music. Yeah.
We don't have a drum, what can you sing?
So I press it out, and then I reserve it for later. And then what I do is I take that back out to the woods and I put it back in the ground.
You say this is good for your sinus.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a chest rub, right? And with the essential oils, it breaks up, it stimulates your adrenals and breaks up the catarrh and the phlegm in your chest. So that it comes, even just from handling that. I don't know if you guys are going to smell it. The Western red cedar. Somebody want to get up and stir the pot? Yes, how about both of you? You can smell. So, right here, because what happens is that when you have the compress and the castor oil, it sinks in. It actually goes everywhere in your body. But this is above your lungs, which is where the first part where you want it to affect. Your secondary is going to be your adrenal system. Here.
Castor oil, is there a reason for it to use castor oil for this thing?
Yeah, there is a specific reason for castor oil. I have no idea what it is. I read about it once.
But something medicinal about it.
Does anybody know? Okay.